Ready to take your gaming experience to the next level? Discover the most essential settings that will transform your display and performance. Whether you're a casual gamer or a hardcore enthusiast, these tips will help you achieve stunning visuals and smooth gameplay. Get ready to tweak, optimize, and elevate your gaming rig to its fullest potential. Let's get started and make those pixels pop!
And this is nerdsection.com.
When you're tinkering with PC graphics settings, one key option you'll encounter is display mode. This setting determines how your game or application is presented on your screen. Typically, you'll find options like full screen, windowed, and borderless windowed. Full screen mode maximizes performance by dedicating all resources to rendering the game without distractions from other applications. This can result in smoother gameplay and better frame rates, making it ideal where performance is paramount. Windowed mode allows the game to run in a window on your desktop, making it easier to switch between applications but potentially impacting performance due to the system's need to render both the game and other desktop elements simultaneously. Borderless windowed mode combines aspects of both full screen and windowed modes. It provides the convenience of running in a window while offering seamless alt-tabbing and access to desktop features, though it can slightly impact performance compared to true full screen mode. For low-end PCs, opting for full screen mode is generally recommended. It maximizes performance by minimizing distractions and focusing system resources solely on the game, squeezing out every bit of performance your hardware can handle. On the other hand, high-end PCs can afford the luxury of borderless windowed mode. It strikes a balance between performance and convenience, leveraging powerful hardware to maintain smooth gameplay while allowing for easy multitasking and desktop interaction. Choosing the right display mode is crucial for optimizing your gaming experience based on your PC's capabilities. Whether you're looking to squeeze out extra frames on a modest setup or enjoy the flexibility of a powerhouse rig, understanding and selecting the appropriate display mode can significantly enhance your overall gaming experience. Deep Learning Super Sampling, also called DLSS, is a cutting-edge graphics technology that leverages AI to enhance gaming visuals while optimizing performance on PC. DLSS works by using machine learning algorithms to upscale lower resolution images to higher resolutions in real time, resulting in sharper graphics without the usual performance hit of rendering at native higher resolutions. Typically, DLSS offers several options such as quality, balanced, performance, and sometimes ultra performance. These options dictate the intensity of AI-driven upscaling and directly influence how demanding the feature is on your PC's hardware. For low-end PCs where every frame per second counts, opting for performance or even balanced settings can significantly boost frame rates while maintaining acceptable visual quality. This is achieved by prioritizing faster upscaling methods that require less computing power. Conversely, high-end PCs can afford to push visual fidelity further. Here, selecting quality or higher settings ensures the best possible image quality with DLSS, using more advanced AI algorithms for upscaling. The trade-off is a slightly higher demand on your GPU, but the visual payoff can be substantial. In conclusion, when tweaking DLSS settings, tailor them to your PC's capabilities and your gaming preferences. For low-end systems, prioritize performance gains with lower settings, while high-end rigs can maximize visual fidelity without sacrificing too much performance. DLSS represents a game-changing technology that allows you to optimize your gaming experience based on your hardware's capabilities. Draw distance in PC graphics settings refers to how far the game renders objects and scenery in the virtual environment around your character. Essentially, it determines how much of the game world you can see at any given moment. In most games, you'll find several options related to draw distance, each affecting performance differently. A low draw distance setting means objects and details are rendered close to your character, reducing strain on your PC's resources and improving performance. On the other hand, a high or ultra setting extends the draw distance significantly, allowing you to see far into the distance but demanding more from your PC's graphics card and CPU, potentially impacting performance if your hardware isn't powerful enough. Adjusting draw distance based on your PC's capabilities ensures a balance between visual quality and smooth gameplay experience tailored to your hardware's capabilities. Field of view, also called FOV in PC gaming, refers to the extent of the observable game world that is visible on your screen at any given moment. A higher FOV setting expands your view, allowing you to see more of the environment around your character, while a lower FOV narrows your view, making distant objects appear larger. For most games, FOV options typically range from around 60 degrees to 120 degrees or more. The choice of FOV setting directly impacts your gaming experience and PC performance. A wider FOV provides a more expansive view, enhancing situational awareness, especially in fast-paced games. On the other hand, higher FOV settings can demand more graphical processing power because the game needs to render a larger area. For low-end PCs, opting for a lower FOV setting can help maintain smoother gameplay by reducing the amount of graphical detail that needs to be rendered at any given moment. This can alleviate strain on your system's GPU and CPU, leading to improved performance and potentially higher frame rates. For high-end PCs, you have the luxury of choosing higher FOV settings without significant performance impacts. This allows you to fully enjoy the immersive experience of seeing more of the game world without compromising on visual quality or frame rate. High-end systems can handle the increased processing demands effortlessly, delivering a smoother and more detailed gaming experience overall. Ultimately, the choice of FOV settings should be balanced between your PC's capabilities and your preference for immersion and visual clarity. Adjusting this setting can significantly enhance your gameplay experience, whether you're exploring vast landscapes or engaging in intense firefights. Setting a frame rate cap on your PC's graphics settings controls the maximum number of frames per second that your graphics card will render. This setting is crucial as it directly affects the smoothness of gameplay or video playback on your screen. For low-end PCs, where maintaining a consistent high FPS might be challenging, it's advisable to cap the frame rate at a level slightly below the maximum achievable by your system. This ensures smoother gameplay without the frequent drops in FPS that can cause stuttering or lag. On the other hand, high-end PCs can handle much higher frame rates. For these systems, setting a higher cap or leaving it uncapped allows your hardware to fully utilize its potential, delivering ultra-smooth visuals and responsiveness in games or other graphic-intensive applications. The specific options typically include caps ranging from 30 FPS up to 300 FPS or more depending on your hardware and the capabilities of your monitor. Choosing the right cap involves balancing your PC's performance capabilities with the desired visual smoothness. If you're digging into the nitty-gritty of PC gaming like we are, hit that subscribe button right now. By subscribing, you'll stay updated on all our in-depth guides and tips for maximizing your gaming experience. Don't miss out on our upcoming content. Now let's dive back into those crucial PC graphic settings. High Dynamic Range, also called HDR, in PC graphics settings, refers to a feature that enhances the range of colors and contrast in visual content, providing a more realistic and immersive experience. Typically, HDR settings offer options like brightness, contrast, and color depth adjustments. These options directly impact how vibrant and lifelike the colors appear on your screen, making dark areas darker and bright areas brighter for a more dynamic visual presentation. In summary, while HDR can significantly enhance visual quality on high-end PCs, it's crucial to balance these settings according to your PC's capabilities. For low-end systems, prioritize performance by keeping HDR settings conservative or disabled, whereas on high-end rigs, feel free to maximize HDR settings for the best possible visual experience. But be aware, you need a monitor that actually supports HDR. When you're tweaking your PC's graphics settings, one crucial parameter you'll encounter is resolution. This setting determines the clarity and sharpness of images on your screen by specifying the number of pixels displayed horizontally and vertically. The higher the resolution, the more detailed and crisp the visuals appear, as more pixels are used to render the image. For lower-end PCs, opting for a lower resolution can significantly improve performance. This reduces the strain on your graphics card and CPU since fewer pixels need to be processed and displayed per frame. This boost in performance can translate into smoother gameplay or faster rendering times, especially in resource-intensive applications. Conversely, on high-end PCs with robust graphics cards and processors, you can maximize your visual experience by selecting higher resolutions. This allows you to enjoy games and content in stunning detail and clarity, taking full advantage of your hardware's capabilities. High resolutions like 1440p or 4K deliver sharper images and more immersive gameplay, provided your system can handle the increased demand on resources. Selecting a higher resolution as your monitor supports is in most cases unnecessary. Ultimately, finding the right resolution setting depends on balancing visual fidelity with performance capabilities. Experiment with different resolutions to strike the perfect balance for your PC, ensuring you get the best possible experience tailored to your hardware's capabilities. VSync, short for vertical sync, is a crucial graphics setting on PC that syncs the frame rate of your game with your monitor's refresh rate. This synchronization prevents screen tearing, a visual artifact where the monitor displays parts of multiple frames at once, leading to a disjointed image. Here's how it works and what it means for your gaming experience. When enabled, VSync typically offers three options: on, off, and adaptive, or adaptive sync. Enabling VSync locks your game's frame rate to your monitor's refresh rate, usually 60Hz or 144Hz, ensuring a smooth and tear-free image. However, it can introduce input lag because your GPU must wait for the monitor to finish displaying each frame before sending the next one. Disabling VSync allows your GPU to render frames as fast as possible, which can lead to higher frame rates and reduced input lag. However, this can result in noticeable screen tearing, especially if your frame rate exceeds your monitor's refresh rate. Adaptive sync technologies like AMD FreeSync or NVIDIA G-Sync dynamically adjust the monitor's refresh rate to match the GPU's output, reducing both screen tearing and input lag. These technologies are excellent for maintaining smooth visuals without the performance hit of traditional VSync. Ultimately, choosing the right VSync setting depends on your PC's capabilities and your preference for visual quality versus performance. Adjust accordingly to strike the right balance between smoothness and responsiveness in your gaming experience. When considering PC performance impact, the settings can be evaluated based on their demands on hardware resources. Display mode typically affects performance minimally unless switching to a higher resolution or changing from windowed to full screen mode, which can slightly increase GPU workload. Deep Learning Super Sampling DLSS is known for its ability to enhance visual fidelity while potentially reducing the strain on hardware through AI-driven upscaling, but enabling it can significantly impact GPU performance depending on the game and DLSS version. Draw distance directly affects how far into the game world objects and textures are rendered, making it CPU and GPU intensive, especially in open-world games with vast environments. Field of view adjustments primarily affect CPU load, but can also have an impact on GPU performance, particularly in fast-paced games where the field of view affects how much of the game world needs to be rendered at once. Frame rate cap and VSync settings are generally lightweight in terms of performance impact, with VSync preventing screen tearing at the cost of potentially locking the frame rate to a specific value. For someone with a low-end PC, prioritizing settings to minimize strain is crucial for achieving playable frame rates. Lowering the resolution is often the most effective way to boost performance, as it directly reduces the workload on both the GPU and CPU. Additionally, adjusting draw distance to a shorter range can alleviate strain on the GPU as it limits the amount of detail rendered in the distance. Disabling or setting a reasonable frame rate cap can help stabilize performance by preventing the GPU from rendering unnecessary frames beyond what the monitor can display, which also reduces heat and power consumption. These adjustments collectively help balance visual quality with playable performance on lower-spec hardware, optimizing the gaming experience for users with constrained PC capabilities. Now that you've learned all about optimizing your PC graphics settings for display and performance, you're ready to take it to the next level. Dive deeper into enhancing your gaming experience with our next video on rendering quality graphics settings. Just one click and watch it right away and make sure your setup is running at its absolute best.